I would like to give the floor now for a welcome speech to Mr. Zaichko, who represents State Space Corporation of Russia. This year has seen a unique experience, while Valery is on even two unique cases. First of all, Roscosmos began selling remote sensing data internationally. This is a unique event, and Valery will tell us about it. And secondly, for the first time in its history, Roscosmos decided to sponsor a conference and became immediately the platinum sponsor. We thought they would go gradually from silver to gold, but they decided to go with platinum. Valery, please. Thank you, Victor. Good morning, distinguished colleagues. Good morning, Russian colleagues, Israeli friends. On behalf of Roscosmos Corporation, which deals in space-related activities, and it is a space national authority, the only one. So on behalf of Roscosmos, I'd like to give you my best regards and wishes, since we are the platinum sponsor of the conference. Actually, this is not the first one where Roscosmos acts as a sponsor. But for remote sensing conferences, this is indeed a signature event. I would like to thank the conference organizers, Victor in particular, the ILSPRS head, for inviting me personally. Thank you very much. Also, thank you for inviting us to join the ISPRS. We're going to do it this year. And the name of the society itself, of photogrammetry and remote sensing, and the title of this conference, From Imagery to Digital Reality, are compatible. The significance of remote sensing from space in that regard only increases. Testifying to this are decisions made at the president's level and the government's level in terms of priority areas of development in the area of remote sensing, particularly from space. This June, Russia adopted a special program, Digital Economy. One of the sections of this program is a project, Digital Earth, which seeks to create a multi-layer seamless composition of the Earth. I know such projects are run in many countries of the world, but in Russia, at the government level, they attached a priority attention. So once again, I would like to wish you all successful and fruitful work. I hope there will be a lot of discussions on the sidelines of the conference too, on the subject of remote sensing and photogrammetry. As a last note, I would like to run a small video showing remote sensing development areas. So this is the digital future of Russia. We're looking forward to that film. Roscosmos rolls out large-scale activities to create a remote sensing system. The state corporation prepared proposals to deploy services for the private and public users. This is Digital Earth project. The introduction of these services will give impetus to socio-economic development of country. It will help Russian companies to become leaders on the digital service and product market. Roscosmos today has everything that it takes to receive remote sensing data and to create geospatial products. At the moment, the Russian remote sensing constellation includes 8 satellites, 2 Electro-L, 2 Meteors, 1 Canopus and 3 Resource. These satellites have a wide range of onboard equipment, allowing to receive data from the surface of the Earth in wide spectrum. By 2025, Roscosmos expects to bring its constellation up to 25 units. At least 30 satellites are expected to be launched all in all. High-resolution satellites will also increase in numbers. Since 2029 we'll have civil radar satellites that will be independent of weather. Roscosmos was commissioned to prepare the ground system. This is the common distributed remote sensing system. It includes a number of ground stations all over the country, receiving, processing and transmitting data to users. In the near future, we're going to put into operation new centers in Dudinka, Another, and a center in the Antarctic. The control room, the control station, is located in Russia, where full data processing takes place using the distributed common system. Since 2012, a lot of archives of high-resolution imagery was collected, allowing to develop a seamless end-to-end remote sensing system that will become the basis of thematic mapping. For large-scale introduction of this system, Roscosmos suggests a new project called Digital Earth, seamless coverage with 1 meter resolution with a periodic update for all of Russia. This is our priority. This is creating topographic maps, maintaining cadastres, forest management, land management, area management, land use, and prevention of disasters, calamities, and man-made disasters. End-to-end coverage are oriented toward all users, federal, regional, large and small business, and mass-scale users. To promote services based on remote sensing, a national operator is expected to be created, which jointly with business partners is going to consolidate remote sensing data with other data, for example, with land or forest cadastre or meteorological data. All modern automated ways of accessing data will be available. In those places where communication is not available, you will be able to upload data and rely on thematic information that goes with it. This is an example of agricultural application. We can see a delineation of agricultural field of maps and remote sensing. So this helps to identify unaccounted for sections of farming fields. So a formal conclusion is formulated as a result signed by an expert. By comparing survey results with remote sensing, various structures and wilderness 2.5 thousand hectares was found. There is more than 4,000 million agricultural lands of Russia which can be monitored in this way in the interest of the government, the business and the people. In addition to land boundary analysis, hyperspectral imagery allows you to monitor vegetation. You can compare vegetative indices with soil meteorology and comparing them with perfect models. You will be able to provide data to promptly respond to unfavorable weather forecasts. Such data helps companies to avoid insurance situations. For example, you can corroborate or refute flooding, drought, or harvest failure. Based on that, insurance damages will be calculated. This example shows how hydrology regime is followed using remote sensing. And we can see that this site has stepped outside of the regulated area with illegal logging, soil degradation, waste dump and construction of service roads. 953 hectares of violated regulations have been found. So based on this information, decisions can be made on whether to revoke a license or keep it. Another way to use it is to see how a license has been complied with. For example, here we can see damage that has been made to the natural resources and how it correlates with the criminal liability. Remote sensing data allows identifying environmental regulation violations. This example shows that the total area of infringement is over 30,000 hectares. The opinion written on the basis of it is the basis for supervisory authorities and inspectors to take action and to local people to take necessary activities. Remote sensing data allows controlling forest management activities and checking if logging areas are well preserved. For example, this is an area where a road is being constructed, another logging activity. Since 2015 and 17, several changes to forest plantations have been made. Experts of Popular Front raided this area and they found workers who have been logging wood. They have seen a lot of stumpage. So they used a pretext of sanitary logging to clear the area and then sell it. Special attention is given to remote sensing data in the light of changes to forest code that became effective in 2017. According to the law, tenants of the forest should submit to forest report their remote sensing data to make sure that they didn't go beyond the borders. Since March 2015, a bridge was starting to be built over the Kerch Bay. 1 meter satellite imagery allows identifying construction of framework, earthworks. We can see how digital satellite imagery shows new sites popping up, and that allows controlling the progress of construction with high precision. So modern technology and remote sensing data help address tasks of socioeconomic development to support decision-making and commercial development. In 2017, Roscosmos began implementing pilots to test out new solutions and provide thematic services in Crimea and Rostov region in 2017 and 18. The plan is to create a seamless end-to-end coverage and new information services on its basis for priority economic areas, which is 20% of the Russian total territory. By the end of 2020, all of Russia will be provided with seamless end-to-end coverage and relevant services. Thank you. Well, they are our platinum sponsor. They should have the right to plug themselves.